A very good morning to everyone. So today we will be just seeing how to work with packages in Java. So to understand this, let us pick up this scenario. This is question number which is picked up from the second semester BSc Honors Computer Science practical list. This says that define an abstract class shape in package P1. Inherit two more classes, rectangle, which should be in package P2, and circle, which should be in package P3 from this abstract class shape. After that, creating these three classes in three different packages, we have to write a program to ask the user for the type of shape and then using the concept of dynamic method dispatch to display the area of the appropriate subclass. We have to write appropriate methods to read the data. The main function should not be any package. So this is very important. What is the question that we got? What is our understanding from this question? That we have to create package P1 that should contain an abstract class shape. Package P2, which is different from P1, which should contain a class rectangle. Package P3, which should contain a class circle. Both these rectangle and circle should inherit shape, because it is written that we have to show dynamic method dispatch. So rectangle and circle would be inheriting class shape which is present in P1. After creating these three classes, we have to declare an independent class which should be in no package, and that should contain a main function to use P1.shape, that is package P1 shape class, package P2 rectangle class, and package P3 circle class to show dynamic method dispatch. So this is with this understanding. Let me show you the code which I executed by using Visual Studio Code. I'm just opening my Visual Studio Code. So in that Visual Studio Code, since I have to declare three packages, P1, P2 and P3, first important thing that you have to keep in mind is आपको जो भी पैकेज बनाना है उसका एक फोल्डर आपके पास होना चाहिए. So I'll just show you here in the left hand side. It's a Visual Studio Code I am using for executing my Java programs. So my first class, since my first class shape should be present in P1 package, what I am going to do, I am first of all here is the option to create new folder. You are going to click on this, create a new folder P1, and after clicking on P1, click on this new file. So once you have created a P1 folder, in that folder I want to create my shape.java, which I have already created. So if I show you the shape.java, this is the code for shape.java. You can see this is the code for shape.java. Since I created my shape.java within folder P1, this line is automatically inserted at the top of this file, shape.java, package P1, semicolon. That means this whole class, this whole program which is saved in this file will be saved in package P1. So two important things we have to keep in mind. आपको जो भी पैकेज बनाना है, सबसे पहले आप उसका एक फोल्डर बनाएंगे और फोल्डर के अंदर जाके आप अपनी उस जावा फाइल को क्रिएट करेंगे. So after that, public abstract class shape, first statement has to be package. After that, all the import statements, and after that you can just create your classes that you want. I wanted to create my shape class that was abstract in nature because it was expected to contain a area function but no implementation, and a get data function but no implementation. Since both of these can throw IO exception, I have used throws IO exception in front of them. So that is the simple package P1. After that, the second requirement was creating a rectangle class. So rectangle class was required to be created in package P2. The same steps I will repeat again. I will go here, create a new folder. I'll name it as P2, and within P2, after highlighting P2, I will click on create new file. A new file will be created inside P2. I will name that file as rectangle.java. So this is the rectangle.java code you can see. Because I am creating my rectangle.java within package P2, within folder P2, this line will be inserted automatically. So this has to be the first line of your file. After that, all the import statements. Since my class rectangle will be extending or inheriting class shape which was present in P1, there is a requirement for importing P1.star as well. Again, Java is a case-sensitive language. You can note that my P1 folder name is starting with small p. So the package name is also small p1. So please take care of case sensitiveness of Java. So I have to write the statement import p1.star. Star means all the classes of P1 package will be imported in this. Shape will also get imported in this. Because shape was an abstract class, it has two functions, get data and area. I will implement get data and area both in this rectangle class, and accordingly I have implemented both the things. So that was the whole thing. After that, there was a need for circle.java because circle was created in package P3. You can also see that there is a package P3 which creates a circle.java, and this is my circle.java. It also imports p1.star because circle needs to extend shape. Because circle is extended shape, it is implementing get data and it is implementing area as well. So this is the whole code, but these three packages I have to import in my third file that I am naming it as a practical.java. Now practical.java is not going to be in any folder. So I have not created any folder for my practical.java and I have created it independently. So just when you want to create any new file which is not a part of any package, just click on the outer part here and then create a new file. When you create like this, the new file will be independent to any folder. So just take a note of this, that the top statement should not be, there should not be any package statement at the top because this file is not a part of any package. That was the requirement of my question. So I will import all the required packages, java.io, buffer reader, java.io iException, input stream reader. This is what I required. If you don't want to write three different statements, you can just write import java.io.star, semicolon. That will also do the purpose. Apart from this, I need all my classes here, my shape class, my circle class, my rectangle class. So I need to import all the packages here. You can see P3 is written with small p, P1 is written with small p, but P2 is a capital P. I have done it deliberately to show you that you have to, while importing packages, your package name, your folder name should exactly match in cases with the folders that you created. So it will import all the classes of P3 package. This statement will import all the classes of P2 package. This statement will import all the classes of P1 package. And this is my main class practical 3, which will be putting a public static void main function in itself. So because my main function is in practical 3 class, this program would be called as practical_3.java. Apart from main, I am also putting one extra function, that is get shape type, just to print the menu and get the choice of the user that what is the kind of shape object that it wants to create. If it is creating a rectangle object, accordingly rectangle case will be executed. If it wants to create a circle object, accordingly circle case would be executed in the main. So this is my main function in which this get shape type function is invoked, which will print a menu on screen, and in that menu the option to create a circle or a rectangle will be asked. That is the part of the question. According to the answer of this, you will either land into case 1 or case 2. Case 1 is for rectangle. So in that, because I have to also show the dynamic method dispatch, I have created a reference object which is of type shape. Shape is a superclass of rectangle and circle both. So to show the dynamic method dispatch, I have to create a reference of type shape. And in reference object, the shape type reference, I can assign the actual object of any of its subclasses. So first of all, if the user choice was rectangle, in the reference, rectangle object was allocated, and accordingly reference object get data was called, and accordingly reference object area was invoked, and it is printed on the screen. And in the case 2, if the case was 2, in the same reference object, assignment of the actual object of circle was done. So by this way we can show that dynamic method dispatch is going on. Both the statements, this statement as well as this statement as well as this statement are exactly the same, but they are invoking different areas of different classes. So this is my class which is not in part of any package. So these are the coding part that we have done. We have created shape.java. So what you have to do, the next step, once you create all the classes, you have to debug them. Start debugging. You have to note that if any class you are debugging and it does not contain a main function, it starts debugging, it will report you any syntactic error, compilation error, and if the compiler does not find any error, it will show you an option that your class is not containing the main function. So just ignore this part and move on to rectangle.java. Debug all this also. So I am debugging it. It also doesn't contain any main function. It will also show me the same problem. Okay, just leave it. Circle.java. I will start debugging. All the things are debugged. Now I have to execute my practical3.java, right? You can see there is a यहाँ पर main के ऊपर आपको run और debug नजर आ रहा है. So perfectly fine. We will just debug it, and you can see this program is executing. You can see this program is executing. I will just, on the downside, I will just enter my choice as 1. I will enter it will start acting like a rectangle. Rectangle length is 2, breadth is 2, and it will show me. Okay, there was a problem. Okay, I just invoked it twice. So that was area of the rectangle is 4.0 square units. Do you want to continue? You can just go again. I will just say yes, I want to continue, and I will now choose step 2, that is side of the circle is 3. You have to find out why it is executing, why it is asking me 2 times side, and it will show me the pi r square value of the circle, that is 3. So this is how it is executing. So now I will just say no. Now this was how you have to execute your program in Visual Studio Code. But if your Visual Studio Code, you are not able to understand this, you can do the same thing on your command prompt. I'll just show you a simple thing on command prompt. I'll just open my command prompt. This is my command prompt. I'll open it. Because my whole program, my whole data, you can just see here, D drive. So I'll just, just go into D drive first. It will change to D drive. After that, the second step is I have to take my path of my command prompt to here. So I'll just Control C, just a moment. I'll just copy this path from here, Control C, go on the command prompt. CD is a command to change the directory. I have to partially edit it. Now I'll just go back and I'll just remove this D drive. Okay, so my path is within D drive. I have to go in data, this particular path. and in this path. So that is the whole thing that I want to go into. That's it. Now, so okay, we were here, we went into the directory in which our final program is there. So some students were getting issue in Visual Studio Code that the main practical is not executing. So I'll just write here, I'll just write my javac command for practical, the main practical underscore 3.java. So it is compiled. Now I can execute my final file practical underscore 3. Java is the Java virtual machine. While writing, you don't have to specify .java here. So it will start executing here. So if I'll enter 1, it will ask me the length, the breadth. Why it is asking me length, breadth twice, you have to just check. There is some issue in my program that I know, but now you have to check, okay? So let me just repeat it again. Side of the circle is again 2. So it has shown me the area of the circle, and that's it. And I'll move out of there by saying no, and that is the execution of my packages program in the on the command prompt. So if you want to execute your command prompt also, what you have to do, you have to debug these programs independently. आप shape.java को भी debug करेंगे, rectangle को भी करेंगे, circle को भी debug करेंगे. फिर उसके बाद आप कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे जाएंगे और कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे जाके आप अपने प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट कर देंगे. अगर यहाँ से एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो रहा है तो आप कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे जाके उसको एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं. So that is the whole story about this. I hope you will be able to do it, and if you are not able to do it, there is some issue in the way you are importing, or you are not writing the names correctly, or somewhere you need to find out the error. So this is completely working question, and it is perfectly working on my computer. Now one thing very important to be noted here that I want to show you, that if I see my final practical 3 file, which is dealing with the complete question 3, it is not, number 1, it is not in any package. Number 2, it is importing all the 3 packages, P3, P2 and P1, apart from importing java.io 3 classes differently. Okay, you could have done java.io.start, that's your wish. And you can see the main function of this, the way the classes of the package P1, P2 and P3 are used. Number 1, just see this, that only the reference variable of shape is created. We have not assigned memory of shape type variable, shape type class to reference, only a reference. Why? Because shape class was defined as abstract. We cannot write shape reference equals to new shape, because you cannot create objects of abstract classes. You can only create references. You can also see this shape is now actually called as p1.shape. So whenever a class is present in any package, it can be called with its complete package hierarchy name, p1.shape. If it would have been within p2, so p1.p2.shape. So that could also be a name of this class. Next thing that I want to show you is, while creating the object of rectangle, you are using empty bracket. Why? Because if I see my rectangle class, in this rectangle class, there is no constructor. That means I have to rely on default constructor. That is the reason I am invoking new rectangle empty bracket, and it is working fine. It is working absolutely fine. So you can just see on above it, you can see p2.rectangle.rectangle. So that means p2 package के अंदर एक rectangle class है, उसका rectangle bracket यानी उसका constructor call किया जा रहा है default. After that get data, and after that reference.area. The same thing is happening with circle. I have invoked circle with empty bracket, and I can see in my circle class that there is no constructor explicitly. So that means I have to rely on default constructor. So this is the reason in reference I am putting this circle object with empty bracket. And then after that the same thing, reference.getData and reference.area. So you can see both the statements, reference.area and reference.area. These both statements are same. One was called for rectangle, another was called for circle, but they look same. So that means it is basically dynamic method dispatch. So I hope you will be able to execute this, and you can, this is also a command prompt. You can also, execute your Java, this is practical 3, practical_3 over here. So it can be executed right directly rather than going on to a separate command prompt. It can be executed here. So after compiling it or after debugging, you can just invoke the Java runtime machine on here on the command. So this is it for your package question 3. Now there is another way that I want to show you. If in any case you have put your programs in different packages, P1 contains shape.java, P2 contains your rectangle.java, and P3 contains your circle.java, and there is an independent file which is in no package. Explicitly it is in no package. That means it's in default package of the Java. That is known by the name of practical_3 by Java. Now, if in any case you are not able to execute that in your Visual Studio Code and it is generating problem, you can do step-by-step compilation and execution on the command prompt itself. Now, I'm just showing you one way of doing it. First of all, you save all these files in different folders. Make a folder P1, put your shape.java into that. Make a folder P2, put your rectangle.java into that. Make a folder P3, put your circle.java into that. And if you are able to compile from here, that means if you are able to debug from here, it's fine. But some students have reported me that they are not able to debug. So compilation of these files is very important, because until and unless you compile them, dot class file will not be generated. And if you don't have a dot class file of any, in any class, you cannot use it to create object. So before creating any object of this, classes and using and importing them into another file, compilation of these files is very important. So what we can do, you can just come to this down part and a command line is being shown to you. Stay whatever is being shown, because वहाँ पर आपको वो आप ही की डायरेक्टरी दिखा रहा होता है जहाँ से आपके प्रोग्राम स्टोर हो रहे होते हैं और जहाँ पे वो एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा होता है. सो ये आपकी करंट वर्किंग डायरेक्टरी होती है. आप इसी में रहिए. अब आप देखिए मेरी करंट वर्किंग डायरेक्टरी का ये पूरा पाथ था, यानी कि लास्ट मेरा जो फोल्डर था दैट वाज प्रैक्टिकल, यानी आई कैन शो यू दिस इज माय प्रैक्टिकल फोल्डर इन दिस. और प्रैक्टिकल के अंदर P1, P2, P3 मैंने बनाए थे. So what I can do, that remain in practical, just write java c space -d space dot p1 / shape.java. Why I am writing? कि इस practical के अंदर p1 एक फोल्डर है, उसके अंदर shape.java है. So I have to give this path here for my shape.java. So my shape.java is not in the practical folder, but within the practical folder it is in p1 / shape.java. So I want to compile it. I can just write java c -d will make sure that p1 नाम का पैकेज फोल्डर तो आपने बना दिया, बट वो पैकेज की तरह एक्ट करे, इसलिए आपको -d ऑप्शन देना पड़ेगा. So you have to write java c -d डॉट, डॉट का मतलब ये जो पैकेज बना के इसको जो कंपाइल कर रहा है शेप डॉट जावा को, इस शेप डॉट जावा की जो डॉट क्लास फाइल है वो इसके पेरेंट फोल्डर में पैकेज बना के डाले, यानी पेरेंट, इस लाइन का पेरेंट फोल्डर है प्रैक्टिकल। सो प्रैक्टिकल के अंदर एक P1 नाम का पैकेज क्रिएट हो और शेप डॉट क्लास उसमें चली जाए। दिस डॉट मीन्स दैट। इसी तरीके से नेक्स्ट, अगर आपका ठीक रहा शेप डॉट जावा तो इमीडिएटली वो नेक्स्ट लाइन दिखाएगा, वहां पर आप कंपाइल कर लीजिए जावा सी स्पेस -d। -d means it is forcing the compiler to create a package by the name of P2 inside practical directory। So practical directory के अंदर एक P2 नाम का पैकेज क्रिएट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि -d लिख रहे हैं आप और डॉट लिख रहे हैं। डॉट मतलब प्रैक्टिकल के अंदर ही क्रिएट होगा। अगर आप यहाँ पे डबल डॉट लिखते हैं तो वो पीछे वाली डायरेक्टरी के और पीछे में, यानी जावा के फोल्डर में चला जाएगा। सो दैट वी डोंट वांट, वी वांट आवर folders to be created within practical folder. That is the reason I am just putting single dot. So again, the whole path of rectangle, that is p2/rectangle.java. Why only p2? Because यहाँ तक का पाथ तो यहाँ पर आ ही रहा है। प्रैक्टिकल के बाद p2 फोल्डर है और उसके अंदर rectangle.java है। Same way you will compile java c -d.p3/circle.java. तीनों फाइलें कंपाइल हो जाएंगी। यहाँ पर कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे आपने कंपाइल किया है। उसके बाद आपको अपनी practical3.java को भी कंपाइल करना है। आप फिर से लिखेंगे जावा से, यहाँ पर मैंने -d डॉट कुछ नहीं लिखा क्योंकि मेरा practical_3.java is not in any package, so I don't require that. I will directly write java c practical3.java. It will compile it, and once this final file is compiled you can invoke it by the JVM name is java, और जावा के बाद आपको सिर्फ practical_3 लिखना होता है, .java नहीं लिखना होता। एंड यहाँ लिखते ही आपका पूरा प्रोग्राम पैकेजेस को यूज करके चलना शुरू हो जाएगा। देखिए, यू कैन सी द आउटपुट ओवर हियर। सो दिस इज अनदर वे ऑफ डूइंग इट। यू कैन ट्राई, जिसका नहीं चल रहा है बच्चों का प्रोग्राम, दे कैन ट्राई दीज वेज। आप या तो कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट पे आके अलग अलग उनको कंपाइल करके फिर आप रन कर लीजिए, या फिर आप फाइंड आउट करिए आपके प्रोग्राम में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्यों नहीं यहाँ से चल पा रहा है। क्योंकि मेरा दोनों ही तरीके से चला है। मेरा आई हैव शोन यू, मेरा जावा विजुअल स्टूडियो कोड में भी पूरा प्रॉपरली चला है, और अगर मैं कंसोल से कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट से चला रही हूँ तो उसका तरीका मैंने आपको बताया है, उस तरीके से भी चल रहा है। सो यू कैन ट्राई बोथ वेज।